even though the -3 armor is like very good, just Engineer has like a lot more stats, base stats. And like the keg and the turret is so much... Oh! Wait, why is Andromeda going bottom lane? Are they just trying to prove me wrong?
Oh yeah, maybe they're doing something interesting here.
It might be... Is this a tri-lane? No, right?
You think it's a tri-lane? It could be. Tri-lane versus tri-lane.
I'm guess. Oh wait, it makes sense if you expect an enemy tri-lane, because there's only one way they can lane this, the enemies, right? That's what we talked about with the Magmas being in the tri-lane here. So, in that sense, yeah, just send the Soul Reaper to the top lane. The only thing I'm thinking about is, would you rather have the Soul Reaper in the mid lane and a Kraken in the top lane, or the other way around?
I don't think it matters that much, because nobody's really going to make any stacks for Soul Reaper anyway.
No, it matters in terms of getting run down by the Meraxes.
Yeah.
Who gets run down more easily? Kraken or Soul Reaper?
Soul Reaper for sure. Maybe it would be better for them to switch.
But yeah, but like, if there's any rotation and Galna gets a good hook, that's Soul Reaper. So it's also a bit more dangerous, because the Magmas can of course rotate quite easily. But then again, like, Magmas can also just rotate to the top lane and get a kill there, maybe, if the Soul Reaper is pushing out too aggressively, which very likely he is. But yeah, for now we see the Magmas already in the bottom lane. He might walk into the Andromeda here.
This is gonna be interesting here. Yeah, he got spotted there.
Yeah.
The hook.
So tri-lane versus tri-lane. It's definitely going to be the most exciting lane. This is the first tri-lane versus tri-lane we've seen in a while, actually, haven't we?
Yeah.
And Kayn in a tri-lane versus tri-lane is actually so good.
Oh yeah, with his W, right?
Yeah. Like, he gives 6 attack damage to every hero in his, like, on the side.
Yeah.
It's just so good. And of course, like 50% chance to crit for 1.5 times the damage. The only question you have to ask is, can the other lanes kind of survive and do fine?
Keg misses, unfortunately, but that might be very bad. Double stun from Magnus there, and here comes the follow-up stun from Forsaken, and that's probably going to be a dead engineer here. Yep, that's going to be the bloodlust, but the return kill comes there from Kayn, taking down the Magnus. Now Vindicator is in some big trouble, actually. Look at all the creeps, they're doing some helpful damage. Forsaken there, taking down the Andro Apple being used. One more attack was needed there. Here comes the Magnus back once again.
Yeah, but in the meantime, they lost like 1.5 wave in the tower.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not even sure that they come out ahead there, even if they get 2 kills. Bloodlust went out to the Magmas there.
Yeah.
And they lost like 2.5 waves or something. And actually, we see the Andromeda rotating to the top lane. So they are maybe choosing to abandon this lane.
Can Andromeda really help out Soul Reaper here that much?
Yeah, of course he can. Like, he can just prevent Team Meraxes from running him down.
Yeah.
And of course, like, this is also just to... It's not necessarily just about the farm on the Soul Reaper. It's also about the farm on the Andromeda. Because Andromeda can now just get his Grave Locket and, you know, kind of scale properly to the late game and be more than just a creep, right? It's something that I've noticed that these Thai teams do a lot. It's prioritize farm on their supports as well, instead of just on the carries. And just like, supports are there just to suffer, basically.
They are kind of sacking the bottom lane though, but looking at the
you're not winning it either way, right? You're not winning it anymore. I think that's the idea here, right? You lost too much into the tower in terms of XP and stuff. So you're basically playing like a level behind.
Yeah.
And Vindicator, Forsaken Archer, and Magmas does not have the biggest kill potential. So
actually, Vindicator blocking his own camp there gonna cost them dearly in this lane.
Yeah, they can kind of just chill under the tower. Kayn with his W is quite tanky. He has 9 armor at the moment.
Yeah.
So he does not take that much damage. Which means that he can just kind of chill under the tower and not really be too threatened by any of this. Meanwhile, Magmas is in the top lane, actually.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Moraxis gets triggered the shield there. But then he doesn't have his stun there. Here comes the Magnus though. Moraxis using a health pot to try survive for a time being. Let's see.
Wait, did the Soul Reaper Q proc the shield?
Oh, another TP coming up here. Magnus here going in for the stun on the Soul Reaper. Moraxis is probably going to follow up stun. And here comes the Forsaken TP actually. Taking down the Soul Reaper now. Andromeda is in some huge trouble as well. And that's a dead Andromeda for sure. The auto attack from Forsaken, yep.
I mean, that's an interesting TP for sure.
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming.
Teleport. That's something I've definitely noticed. And, like, I will admit, it's a good teleport, right? In theory.
But now he's... In theory, yeah, but now he's running all the way bottom again.
Yeah. And he's kind of giving away his lead.
Yeah.
Because Kane just gets to free farm basically for like a whole minute now. Because he ported there around like 3:45. So it takes approximately a minute to run back to the bottom lane. Yeah. And Kane is actually now on the same GPM as the Forsaken Archer is.
He actually picked up your favorite item, Ring of the Teacher.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah. I think that's a really good item on Kane, right? With combined with your W.
Yeah, so you can just keep your W on the HP then, to just heal you up, your HP up. And then you just can use the Ring of the Teacher to just like passively scale your, passively get your mana up.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't even mind him picking up a Force Fire Bracer here as well, to just tank up a little bit more.
Oh yeah, that's a really good pickup.
Because it also just boosts like your HP region a lot more. Because it's based on like max HP. Moraxis is level 6 now, so he might be a little bit dangerous in the top lane. Mid lane also has not been too eventful. I think it was basically even, and then Kraken took a stack in the mid lane, or in the jungle. So...
Do you think that TP was worth it at all from Forsaken?
No.
I don't think
honestly, like, it should have been Vindicator.
Yeah.
And Vindicator porting was definitely worth it there, because then Forsaken Archer needs to pull and play passive for a little bit. But Vindicator porting is...
Actually... Kraken using haste there, and a double damage. Yeah, they're going for the dive on the Moraxis here, but will they manage to take him down? Let's see. Kraken using ultimate, but misses unfortunately, and the shield gets proc there. Double stun from Moraxis, and more TPs coming in as well. Now Kraken charges him in the cliff. Here comes the Gauntlet ultimate on the Soul Reaper, and Soul Reaper falls there. Double stun from Magnus here. Kraken is in some trouble here. He still has the haste on. Will he manage to escape? Let's see. Yeah, looks like he is actually. Oh yeah.
That is some TP support, I will say. Second Archer, the only one that didn't TP, he was actually busy cleaning up stacks. Meanwhile, the Engineer is actually instantly going to the enemy jungle, scouting things out here, and instantly up with the ward stack again. They know how to play against these farming carries. You can definitely see that, right?
Oh yeah.
It was a bit unfortunate that they missed all the spells on the...
that top mid lane here, actually. Kane getting... Keg misses and hooks the Kraken in the tower, and here comes the Magnus with the stun, and Kraken will fall.
Kraken kind of teleported there, it seems.
Yeah, he's charged. Happens a lot.
Yeah, the charge is such an awkward ability always. Second Archer also setting up in the bottom lane. Kane might be in trouble.
Oh yeah, let's see. Does he have his ultimate? Yes, he does. Let's see. Stun being used here, but doesn't commit with the ultimate.
Yeah, Vindicator doesn't have the boots yet, so...
Yeah.
He waited for the Vindicator, but just took a little bit too long there. Kane does actually have decent farm right now. At 370 GPM.
Probably
better than
really
expected. Great. Compare this to like the 320 GPM FA. And that's surprising that the FA is not doing better, right?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Kane is...
Oh, actually, Kane here. Forsaken ultimate being used as well as the Windy Silence, so that's going to be a dead Kane.
Yeah. Even with all the armor, he actually picked up the Shield of the 5 as well.
Oh.
As we see 4 people rotate from the Legion side to the bottom lane. These guys are not afraid to group up ever.
Nope.
They are just full in. And thus far, it has been working out against Lunatir quite a bit, but Lunatir is, of course, getting quite tanky and quite fed on that Soul Reaper. I think Soiper probably picked up an item. It's going. I'm guessing it's going to be Sham Tetris, is what he usually goes for, if I'm not mistaken. And with that Sham Tetris, of course, he's going to be a lot tankier against all of the damage from the Legion side. Because for now, and for the upcoming like 5 to 10 minutes, all the damage coming out from the Legion side is going to be magic damage.
Yeah.
So magic armor is, of course, a very high value for now.
Let's
What do you think Forsaken Archer's going for item-wise? Oh, Kraken running into the Vindicator here. That might be a dead Vindicator. No, they're not willing to commit here. 4 people from the Hellborn side here. 4 people also from the Legion side, although the Gauntlet's kind of in the middle. Very good vision from the Hellborn, for Legion side as well, by the way.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
They need to break open this middle tower. The middle tower, if they break open the middle tower, it gives them
In here, actually, Altis on the Gauntlet in the tower, no fear. Kraken ultimate being used here, and that's going to be a very dead Gauntlet. Got Magnus with the double stun, and Forsaken with the double stun, and ultimate being popped there. So much damage being used, but Kraken managed to escape here now. Kane is on the chase, and Soruper using ulti on the Magnus. Magnus falls. Soruper have no fear chasing in the tower here. Vindicator actually managed to take down the Andromeda in the backline. That is Vindicator falling in the end there, and that's a 3-for-1 for Lunatir.
Yeah, 3-for-1. The Kraken survived with like 100 HP or something. And this is largely, I think, because of the Soiper Q. The Soiper Q is actually healing so much in these team fights.
It is.
It's like approximately 30 HP per second, if you look at it like this. Which makes me always like kind of wondering, why don't Soipers pick up
bottom lane though? Gauntlet actually using ulti on the Kane there, hooks him back to the Vindicator silence. Disarm. Oh my god, man. Kane being so tanky though. And here comes the Forsaken Archer as well, but the turret slowing him down so much.
He has 20 armor. 20 armor, 11 magic armor. This guy is not falling anytime soon. And look at the HP region as well.
Yeah, Kane's so tanky, man, with those items.
Yeah, I love it. I think if he got like a fortified brazier here as well, is like his max HP goes up by just a little bit more, and he becomes like completely unkillable by that point. But going back to my point, so Sacrificial Stone got a buff recently, or like a price reduction. Yeah. But it's only 850 gold right now. But it also increases your healing done by 50% for ranged heroes. Don't you think it's worth it on a Soiper right now? Over the power supply?
It probably is, yeah.
Because that also applies to like the charge. Even the charges are worth more. They're like, they heal 5 HP more and give 20 mana more per charge.
Yeah. Yeah, Soul Reaper definitely farming up his mock as fast as he can.
Yeah, it's just a lot of stacks.
Oh, mid lane actually, a huge hook coming there on the Kraken in the tower. I don't know, just a big swap here, Magnus Eruption being used, but on nothing, unfortunately.
And at the same time, dying in the jungle.
Yeah, Forsaken dying in the jungle there. Great rotation from Kane and Engineer, but they are meeting some damage here. Engie popping his ulti there. Magnus stun being used on the Kane now. Moraxis doesn't dare to go in. A big hook from Kane, actually hooking in the Vindicator as well. And that's got dead Vindicator. Kane using ultimate on the Moraxis. Will they have enough damage to take him down? Let's find out. The Keg being used there to take the long stun and Andromeda stun. Yes, they will take down the Kane as well. And that's another 4-for-0 going in the way of Lunatir.
Yeah, the Forsaken Archer was quite low from taking stacks there. The Kane and the Engineer just find the Forsaken Archer there, ready to pounce on him basically. He instantly dies. The Vindicator doesn't really do that much and just gets hooked into the Engineer ultimate. And this just also shows like the versatility of Engineer as a hero right now, right? The hero just does so much in these kinds of situations. There's basically like never a situation where Engineer's bad, I feel.
It always have great impact most of the times.
I think honestly it's still one of the stronger heroes in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And they also completely stack up the entire jungle again for the Soiper. Just great team coordination. And that is a Sword of the High being picked up by him. Meanwhile, Forsaken Archer only at 400 GPM. Even with the entire jungle triple stacked, he just died like 3 times. No, died 1 time actually. But he has just been under a lot of pressure. And he does actually go for the L parasite again.
Yeah, I just noticed.
I'm not a big fan.
No. It's already squishy enough.
Yeah. Like, Kayn is just going to eat him with his barbed armor. Or Second Archer is going to eat himself. I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know how I want to say this, but he's going to die. It's TLDR. And the Sniper has just not been under any pressure, right? I think that's the main, like, point of this game. And that is also because the Gauntlet hasn't really been on the Sniper's ass.
Yeah.
And Morexis plus Magnus can't, you know, play aggressively on a Sniper. Imagine this was, for example, a Deadwood in the long lane. Deadwood can solo kill a Sniper easily.
Actually, Kraken have a PK here with a double damage.
And almost level 11 probably. Yeah, he's halfway there.
Getting there, getting there.
Yeah, and he becomes just a lot more dangerous. Like, Kayn also finishes barbed armor. I just noticed.
Yeah.
And
it's dangerous.
Kayn plus Kraken is also just a great combo, right? Because, you know, Kayn ultimates, and that's a free Kraken ultimate on basically anyone you want to kill. Though, the one thing you could argue is that's a bit overkill, but...
yeah.
Sniper maybe actually a bit too greedy here in the mid lane. Yeah, good realization by him that he is a bit too far in. But like, this is where Magnus kind of needs to buy smoke and set up these kills on a Sniper. But it may just also be like a funding problem where Magnus just does not have the goal to constantly be buying smokes. Because he needs to be buying wind whistles, of course.
Wind whistle, the best item. I actually hold that thought. Andromeda here, going in and Kraken with the smoke. Gauntlet misses the hook, unfortunately. Here comes the Kraken with the charge on the Vindicator and bursts down, stopping them from the silence. Kraken ulti being used on the Magnus, but unfortunately a bit out of range. Here comes the Kayn though, ulting the Gauntlet. Look at the damage from Kayn. They're barely taking any damage from for a second, but unfortunately he dies in the end. Now here comes Solooper with the Mock as well, doing so much damage. Sorry, having a bit of lag here. Now they are chasing a Gauntlet, will fall in the end. Yep, good try there. And in the background, Magnus, breaking eruption. I'm lagging so much here. Here we go.
Welcome back, man. It was a great eruption, actually. It was almost enough, actually. There was so many clutch things happening in the teamfight. So Kayn ultimating the Gauntlet meant that Kayn like had no auto attack speed at all.
Yeah.
So he attacked like at once per hour, basically. Which meant that the Gauntlet actually ended up living there. The Kraken tried to go for him, tried to charge him, got hooked, and basically they ended up like opposite side of the tower there. And then Andromeda swapped at the last second to
Kayn
save
in
him.
some trouble here, got hooked by Vindicator, sorry. Now Gauntlet is trying to take up the chase here. He's going for the hook on the Engineer there, actually. Great hook, double stun from Magnus, and double stun from for second. Barm though, keeping Kayn alive for the time being. Now here comes the Soul Ripper doing so much damage. Oh man.
And look, the Barb on the Kayn is just doing so much work, right? He's just so tanky.
Oh,
you just don't want to hit him.
Magnus being on the run still here, trying to escape. Stuns in the trees, they're trying to do the TP, and the dust comes out for the vision, and that's the last auto attack from Kraken. The CC is being called here, and there is the second victory for Lunateer once more.
Man, Lunateer is bloody unstoppable. They know how to play these heroes to perfection, I feel. It's absolutely joy to see.
Who is ever going to take down the Lunateer, man?